How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
So this should be another with Bishop Luers and Concordia and Leo. So that could be an awful tough sectional and wide open. And New Haven sure looks like a good ball club this year.
And that was the same situation as last night. The Dwenger girls and the Canterbury girls are in the same sectional. So this could be a preview to a game later in the year. So, you know, if you can hear this sponsor, if you can hear this game, we want to thank our great sponsor, our communication sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mrs. Mary Briscoe and the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support helps make this Redeemer Radio Sport broadcast possible. If you need emergency dental care, call Dr. Briscoe, 486-9950. That's area code 260. If you're listening like way out in Arizona, like we've had recently, 260-486-9950. And with that, while the clock is still rolling a little bit and the intros are short, let's go to our opening prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Let us pray. As we gather in your name, O Lord, there are so many things for which we are grateful, for you have created us in your image and likeness, and you have filled us with gifts and talents and abilities. We thank you for the gifts that you have bestowed upon these athletes, their coaches, their parents, and their supporters. We ask you to bless this contest in which we show forth the beauty of creation by using our talents wisely. Help us always to use them for your greater honor and glory in a spirit of fairness and competition, so that this game may truly be a way of bringing to the world an awareness of you who are Lord forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Redeemer Radio has one travel sponsor, that's H&L Electric. We specialize in commercial needs for the business community. H&L Electric can handle the smallest to the largest of projects for your business. Call Pete Henry at 260-357-0123, or you walk up to him because he's the public address announcer here at Bishop Dwenger, and he'll talk a little business with you. We tried to get him some last night, and he kind of snickered at us, but we were serious. But can't find him in person, just call him, 260-357-0123. He's a great guy and will do you a great job at a fair price. The starting lineups for the ball game, Bob, as always, doing more legwork than I do before the ball game goes. Who would you like? I'll let you do the Saints and I'll do the Bulldogs. How's that?
Okay, Kenny.
I'm an old Bulldog graduate.
Bishop Dwenger's averaging 51.9 points a game. They're giving up 53.6, or 4-6 on the year. Their outstanding senior, Sam Royal, number 10, 6'1" senior, leading scorer. Campbell Donovan, 6' junior. Conlon Martin, 6' junior. And Amon Clark, 5'8" junior. Kenny, you have 5'8", 6', 6', and 6'1". It's almost 4 guards. And then the big man in the middle, number 54, David O'Daniel, a 6'8" center, and he's a senior, so Dwenger's got 4 little guys and the big guy in the middle, so this will be interesting.
Starting for the New Haven Bulldogs, they average 62 points a game and give up 56. They play a little bit more up-tempo than the Saints have this year. Keyshawn Moore, he's a 5'9" junior, runs at the guard position. Marquise Stevenson, coach's son, and he's got an older brother that played for Al Gooden in New Haven. He is 5'11", he is a senior, he's a guard, and he is a sharpshooter, they tell me. James Gardner, a Windex guy, but he's a guard. He'll be wearing number 22 tonight. He's a sophomore and 5'11". And I will get you the rest of the lineup after in-house prayer and the national anthem.
You have created us to strive for the best. Grant all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event. And all that we do is for the glory of God. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace, that you will provide us with the endurance pursuit of heaven's prize, eternal life in your Son. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. The privilege of this game was made possible
And our national anthem, as always, at 4 sporting events. And if we sound like we're moaning and groaning, we got a skinny table and 2 old guys that don't move nearly as good as we used to. We slid right in there. That looked like we almost knew what we were doing there, Bob. Keyshawn Moore going to start. We'll start that over again, 5'9" junior for the Bulldogs. And Marquise Stevenson. He is a 5'11" senior, and he is the sharpshooter coach's son, so he's been around the game, probably been what they call a gym rat for a long, long time. James Gardner, he's a 5'11" guard. Diamond Towns, he hits the glass pretty hard. He's going to be easy to find because he's got a blonde, kind of a double mohawk action going on, so we'll be able to pick him out of the crowd. And then Jacob Workman, he is a 6'3" center, man in the middle for the Bulldogs. He's a senior and the 5th starter for New Haven.
Kenny, what's interesting, as you just mentioned, 5'9", 5'11", 5'11", 6'2", and their tallest player is 6'3", and that's why Dwenger has changed their lineup to 2 guys 6 foot, 1 5'8", 1 6'1", and the 6'8" center. So it actually amounts to 4 guards for both teams, and New Haven's center is 6'3". So Bishop Dwenger only watched them a little. The outside shooting. If they hit the 3, they sometimes live and die with the 3. When they're hitting, they're playing good basketball, but they got to get some inside presence tonight and handle New Haven's press, or they're going to have a long night.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school and help yourself with the process of Notre Dame's Federal Credit Union Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them online at ndelevate.com to learn more. Donovan being introduced to the starting lineup. And by the way, Eric Pete is in the house tonight, Bob, so there's going to be some great video online of this ball game in about 2 days. He edits it terrific, and he makes sure that we call the play at the right time so it doesn't sound stuff good. And really does a great job.
He did a fantastic job in football season, and I know he'll do another fantastic job in basketball season. They just announced Amon Clark, 5'8", junior. It's hard to believe, Kenny, when you look at him on the basketball court, that he was one of the best running backs in the entire area because there's not too much to it. But he's very quick, and again, this should be a good ball game. Bishop Dwenger's going to have to handle the pressure. And as you said, New Haven's very good defensively, and this is just going to be a tough ball game. New Haven is averaging 61 points and only giving up 55, so Dwenger's got their work cut out for him tonight.
Workman's going to jump center for the Bulldogs. He's significantly shorter than David O'Daniel. I would say there's probably 4 or 5 inches he's giving up there. Those guys are going to jump center, and the referee is about 5'6", so it's kind of a little bit of a comedic scene right there at the court, but it'll be gone shortly. Ball's in the air, tip, controlled by the Saints. Amon Clark with the rock. Saints go into a box, and we'll see where they go. Everybody spreads out. Get the ball to the right wing over to Donovan. Donovan goes to the top of the key, gives it back to Clark. He backs up. He's not in between the circles. He's way outside the circles. Keyshawn Moore picks him up. They flip it over to Donovan. Donovan finds Sam Royal, who cycles away around to the top of the key. They give it up to Martin. Martin dumps it off in the corner. Nice head fake by Royal. He puts it up and in. Nice bucket to start the ball game for the Saints.
Sam Royal is the lead scorer for Bishop Dwenger. He has a good game. Dwenger will have a good game.
And the Bishop Dwenger Saints come out with a full court press. The Bulldogs break it, but have to struggle a little bit to get that done. Keyshawn Moore handling the point guard duties. He gets it over to Gardner on the left. Moore back out to the top. Sling it to the right side. Stevenson thinks about it. Flies it from the parking lot. Comes up way short. Rebound hits the floor one time, and Royal pops out of there with it. They find O'Daniel out in front of the pack, up and in. Run the floor very, very well. Nice pass from Royal.
That's a good sign for Bishop Dwenger when O'Daniel's into the game offensively.
Towns to Moore. Moore over to Stevenson. Stevenson gets it inside to Towns. Stevenson's going to jack up another one from the same spot. Got a little more mustard on that one. Count it for 3. Quickly, the Saints get it down the floor. They got numbers. They're going to, they gave it up. Should have went to the hoop and decided to pull it out and reset the offense. They got down the floor and had a 3-on-2 and just didn't like the setup. So going to reset everything. Amon Clark with the basketball. Left wing. Gets it a little bit deeper left wing to Donovan. Campbell finds O'Daniel in between the circles. They try to swing it to the right side. It's tipped. Royal picks the loose basketball up. Hold to Martin. Martin inside. Kicks it outside to Royal. Royal, nice shot. Oh, no, off to the right. Rebound, easy rebound for Workman. Hands it off to Moore, and they come down the other end of the floor. Give it to Workman dumps it off down in the corner to Gardner. Gardner for New Haven. A couple slow dribbles and decides, nah, we're going to give it up to Moore. Moore is out at the 10-second line. And Clark approaches him, and he better hustle because he's got a 5-second call going on him. Now they broke the call. Moore, a little bit of fancy dribbling. Nobody's moving for the Bulldogs offensively. They're just kind of standing around watching the game.
Dwenger's running that zone, trying to force New Haven to shoot from the outside.
And they do. They put up a 17-footer. It's no good. Wide left. Rebound tipped twice and grabbed out of there by Sam Royal. He gets it into the corner to Donovan. Donovan back out to Royal. Royal drives, dishes to O'Daniel. O'Daniel puts it on the floor and loses the basketball. Bumped on it. I think if he would have went right up with it, he'd have had Workman in a bad spot because Workman's feet were not where they needed to be. So the Saints, again, with not aggressive full court pressure, but enough to badger the basketball that comes up the floor. And they relax it quickly, and they're going to look like they're going to try and set up their 1-3-1. Moore with a quick three from the right side. It's short. Rebound Royal. That is Martin, and he throws it away. Bulldogs coming the other way. 2-on-2. We'll see what happens. Moore goes underneath it. Blocked by
Sam Royal.
Left out of bounds. And the Bulldogs will have the basketball underneath their own hoop. Moore slaps the ball. Nobody's moving. Nobody's moving. Finally, one guy goes somewhere. Find somebody to flip it into.
Good defense by Amon Clark.
They're going to call a charge against the Bulldogs. Diamond Towns got a little bit too aggressive, and Clark took the hit like a true football player does, Bob.
Kenny, here's the thing. If Bishop Dwenger can run their offense and get past the press, they'll be in good shape.
And they did exactly that. All the Workman blocked the shot. And I think they're going to call a foul on the play. Clark got down the floor quickly. A couple of quick bounce passes. They got it to him. They're going to say not a foul, just a block shot slapped out of bounds.
That was a good pass from Campbell Donovan.
Saints get it in. They swing it around the shell, get it to the top of the key. Now they're back down the right side. They're going to try and take advantage of Daniel's height. They should have just turned and shot it. He kicks it outside. Well, that works too. Clark for 3. 4:42 on your clock here early in the evening. 7-3 Saints up on the Bulldogs. Stevenson with the basketball, gets it inside to Towns. Towns misses.
Nice tip.
No good. Workman doing his job on the glass that time.
Dwenger's got to get on the boards. They can't allow all those easy rebounds.
7-5 your score. And here comes a substitution for the Saints at the scoreboard. Bulldogs with the same type of press that the Saints got on. Kind of a 1-2-2. Sort of, kind of, if you do something dumb, we'll trap you, but they relax it, let it go. And they get stepped right in the passing lane. Diamond Towns, ball stripped by Amon Clark. I'm going to say the Bulldogs retained possession, but a lazy pass at about 2/3 court. Got a steal for the Bulldogs, and a quick hustle down the other end of the floor. 7-5 your score, 4:08 first quarter action.
Evan Doling, 6'3" seniors in for David O'Daniel.
The Bulldogs really don't move a whole lot on offense here, at least in the first quarter, Bob. I'm kind of surprised at this. Stevenson with the basketball. He flips it over to Gardner. Gardner back to Stevenson. Stevenson jacks up a three from the left side. It's good.
He's already got 6 points.
The Bulldogs have an 8-7 lead and a little bit of a token press. Royal with a nice bounce pass down below. The defense collapsed, got back in time. So the Saints broke the press and couldn't quite finish, but did not lose the possession. So Dolan got underneath the basket a little bit too deep. He's got the rock right now at the top of the key. He hands it off to Clark. Donovan is begging for the basketball. They get it to him, and then back to Clark. So
Coach Matt Kostoff does not like the way the offense is running.
I think you probably could hear that from where we were, because he was calling that pretty good. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
Redeemer Radio gladly thanks Dr. Mark Stoner, a St. Jude parishioner, for underwriting a portion of our programming. Dr. Mark Stoner offers comprehensive dentistry for every family member. Dr. Stoner is now accepting new patients at his new location, 9830 Auburn Road. For more information on services for all dental needs, Dr. Stoner can be found on the web at markstonerdds.com or reached by phone at 260-484-4181.
Fans talking about music, you caught us. 8-7 Bulldogs up by 1, 3:19, and the Saints have the basketball. Get it over in the right wing. Now top of the key to Doling. Doling finds somebody down low. Whistle stops play, and they're going to send it the other direction. Turnover on the Saints.
Kenny, we've played almost 5 minutes, and one of the bugaboos for Bishop Dwenger all year, they already have 4 turnovers. Too many turnovers against New Haven's defense right now.
Whitney Harris, one of the new Bulldogs in the lineup, gets it down inside to Towns. Towns drives the lane. Whistle stops play. It almost didn't sound like a whistle, but a polite little tweet, I guess that was. They're going to call that a block on the Saints. First fall of the ball game for the Saints is going against Conlon Martin. And Diamond Towns with the first free throw. It's good. 9-7 the score. 2:59 on the clock in the first quarter. Flick it off pretty quickly.
Very early in the game, but New Haven with their good outside shooting, and it looks like they got 4 or 5 good shooters out there. Bishop Dwenger stays in the zone. They're going to have to play a little better defense.
Joey Rowland going to go into the lineup. He's going to spell Diamond Towns here. Second free throw is good, so it's a 3-point spread. Now the Bulldogs up by 10-7. And the Saints again face a full court press that's a little more aggressive than it has been earlier. They're looking to just a man-to-man press. And oh boy, did Clark break that easy. Nice bounce pass down to the baseline. Shot up by Doling. Excuse me, that wasn't Doling, it was Martin. And he is fouled on the way up, so he's going to go to the charity stripe for his first free throws of the evening. And guilty of the personal foul, the young man who just came in. Must want to get the stat sheet quick. Joey Rowan. And first free throw is good by Martin.
Conlon Martin, a 6-foot junior. Good outside shooter, good free throw shooter.
Second free throw is going to be in the air shortly. It's no good. Rebound Bulldogs. And no pressure by the Saints this time. 10-8 your score. And quickly, they get it down low. Coach Kostoff exactly if I couldn't see who had the basketball. It was Ivan Upshaw with the rock. Gets it outside to Rowan. Rowan over somebody in the corner. They get it in the corner, kick it back out to top key to Stevenson. Stevenson fakes the 3.
Nice pass.
Nice low pass. Shot no good, shot no good. Tip finally does go. That's Whitney Harris doing all the glass work.
Dwenger's got to do a lot better job on the boards tonight.
Quickly.
No defense that time, Kenny.
Well, Colin Martin blew past this defender. The rest of the Bulldog staff said, okay, we'll watch him go in. Easy bucket for Martin. 12-10 your score. Rowan takes a 3 for the Bulldogs. Long off the iron. Rebound, Royal gets up high for it. Steven gets up high for it. Now everybody's on the ground. We got
rugby scrum on that play, wasn't it?
5 guys on the ground. 3 white uniforms and 2 purple. And they're going to call that a jump ball, and it's going to stay New Haven's direction. 3 changes on the lineup for the Saints. You see Zach McKenna is checked in. Jack Pettenberg is checked in. And I missed the third one. We'll catch him on the fly. James Garner back in the lineup for the Bulldogs. He's going to take Marquise Stevenson's place here in the last 1:49 of the first quarter. 12-10 your score. The Dogs up by 2. Long inbound pass gets to Westbrook. Westbrook gets it over to Upshaw. Back to Westbrook, who's in between the circles, directing a little bit of traffic. And the Bulldogs standing around more than not as expected. Westbrook just drives the lane.
Nice pass.
Off to Whitney Harris. No good. And the rebound is kind of a toilet ringer going all the way around, and Royal pops out of it for the rebound. He gives it up to Pettenberg. And Clark going to drive the lane, and he's fouled from the backside. That one's got to go against Adam Westbrook. The only guy that was close. Yes, got it right. Westbrook's personal foul. I think that's his first of the ball game, and that'll be 3 against the Bulldogs.
New Haven needs to talk about it for a little while here, Kenny.
Interesting. A timeout at 1:27, so let's take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home to your family of faith.
This is Jason Chifley, principal of Bishop Dwenger High School. Students enter our school as children and emerge as adults, prepared to go out into the world with the tools necessary to become citizens of 2 worlds. Our enriched curriculum focuses on academics, service to the community, and participation in extracurricular activities, all while building on the foundation of our Catholic faith. Tuffy, our saintly mascot, reminds us that we are all called to be saints. Call us at 260-496-4700 or visit us online at bishopdwenger.com to find out how you can become a Dwenger saint.
And we're back at Bishop Dwenger High School. 1:27 to go, first quarter. A couple of quick timeouts, which is kind of unusual this early in the game, but they are indeed there. Bulldogs up by 2, 12-10, and the Saints have the basketball underneath their own hoop. Big scramble, finally finds somebody loose in the corner. He is almost trapped there, and the whistle stops play. So we'll see if it's a foul or he bumped out of bounds. And it is a foul. This one's going to go against Adam Westrick.
That's 14 fouls already on New Haven, and we haven't played 8 minutes yet.
And I just heard one of my favorite phrases, Bob. I've heard over the years being a PA guy and a radio guy. Run it right. Obviously talking about a set play.
That's Adam Westrick's second foul, Kenny, and that'll take him out of the starting lineup.
Get it inside the Royal. He drives, slips, and traveling the call. And that's probably a good call. Nice drive down the baseline, though, and he was going to be able to use his body and jump backwards into somebody, but he slipped and fell before he could get the rock up to the iron. So, took the pressure by the Saints. As a matter of fact, I don't think he's supposed to. Pettenberg is hustled back into the offensive end of the floor for the Bulldogs. Top of the key, no, actually in between the circles, he's way outside. That's Rowan. They dump it down inside.
Nice pass.
Nice interior pass that time. Ivan Upshaw with the easy bucket. 14-10, Bulldogs up by 2. And we're inside a minute to go here, first quarter action.
Bishop Dwenger needs to move the ball around, try to get a good shot here against the man-to-man in New Haven.
Royal hands it off to McKenna. McKenna picks it up, got no place to go. Finds Clark. Clark's going to drive the baseline. Gets around the first guy, decides to go an underhand and hit the side of the backboard. Didn't quite work out the way expected to. 2 quick passes. Upshaw's got the rock, throws it way across to Moore. Moore jacks up a 3. It's on line. It's a little long though. Rebound. 2 or 3 guys go high for it. Royal ends up with it in his hand. He's looking for everybody. Get it to Clark. Clark's going to pull it back up. No, he goes right back in, fooled everybody. Oh, except one. Shot is blocked. Here comes Rowan the other way.
Dwenger's got to try to get a little better shot.
Gets it to Gardner. Gardner misses. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Probably going to stay Bulldog basketball here. Getting there quite active here in this last minute.
Amon Clark's doing a good job, but he's forcing it a little, Kenny. I think he's got to try to pull that ball back out because sometimes he just doesn't have the shot.
David O'Daniel back into the lineup along with Conlon Martin for this last 15.6 seconds of the first quarter. The Dogs are up 14-10 over the Saints, and they have the basketball underneath their own hoop, does New Haven. Just about. And they did throw it away, not just about. Quickly down the floor come the Saints. Try to go up with it, threw it out of bounds. Pettenberg just lost the handle on it. And if they give that to the Saints, that's a gift, Bob.
I thought they knocked it out of his hand, though.
Okay. Works for me. We still have the basketball. Well, Daniel calling for it. He's standing up taller than anybody, but don't get it to him.
That's got to be a charge. Good defense. That's a good defense by New Haven that time.
And the Bulldogs, James Garner with the good defense, getting his feet set. So 8 seconds to go. First foul of the ball game against Royal, only the second call against the Saints in the quarter. And the Saints are going to have to put a little bit of full court pressure to slow the ball down, keep the Bulldogs from getting a good look at it. Moore just drives, and there's a block, 12, 13 feet outside from the iron. So we're going to get some, no free throws yet. It's probably a good time to foul.
Bishop Dwenger's got to watch inside. There's 1.8. New Haven's going to probably set a pick and roll inside. Nope, they're going to fire one from the outside.
Oh, and it was ugly. Very ugly shot. Upshaw didn't get his feet set or anything. So we're at the end of 1. New Haven 14 and Bishop Dwenger 10. You're listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home.
Think of Briscoe Dentistry for your family's dental care. Dr. Todd Briscoe and team know that your body is more than just teeth and gums. Your oral health affects the performance ability of your entire body. And on the field or court, you want your body to perform at its best. So trust Dr. Briscoe and team to provide the ultimate in preventative, periodontal, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry. To optimize your body's performance, contact Dr. Briscoe at 260-486-9950 or on the web at briscoedentistry.com.
The right solution matters. First Federal Bank knows businesses come in all sizes, from family-owned to mid-sized enterprises, all the way to large corporations. And we believe banking solutions should too. Whether you're looking for a way to improve cash flow or finance a multi-million-dollar expansion, we're dedicated to finding solutions custom fit to you. I'm Perry Level. To learn more about First Federal Bank's commercial banking solutions, call me at 260-432-0022 or visit first-fed.com. After all, we're better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Our first quarter sponsors Eisman Property Management, a local company that offers owner services for residential properties, from a single home to large complexes. If you're a property owner needing a full-time maintenance staff to care for your property or need to find a rental home, Eisman Property Management is here to help. Contact Eisman Property Management on the web at 456.com or call 456-RENT. That's 456-7368.
Conlon Martin with a serious move on the inside. Got the first bucket of the second quarter for the Saints. And quickly the Saints full court press takes the basketball away. Inside move by Daniel, does everything that goes down. Rebound pulled out of there by the Bulldogs. Whitney Harris gets it quickly up the floor. Gardner with a 12-footer.
Good rebound.
Went and got his own rebound and wham! Smacks it out of bounds for David O'Daniel. Not in my area. Man, that was a serious block.
But that was a good foul by Garner.
Well, the old classic follow your shot. If you let it go and you know it's going to stink, go get it, you know?
Garner's only a sophomore, but he's a pretty good-looking ball player.
They get the ball in and an easy bucket on the inbounds play. Diamond Towns with the left hand. 16-12 your score. The Saints defense fell asleep after the dandy block by O'Daniel. So back the other way we come. Fentonberg with the basketball. He gives it up. Tried to get it to O'Daniel. It's taken away by the Bulldogs. And then a foul on the ensuing pass interception. Foul goes against O'Daniel as he's trying to rescue the play. It didn't work real well, so that's the fourth foul in the ball game against the Saints. A non-shooting foul. The Bulldogs take it out of bounds.
Again, we mentioned, Kenny, that's 6 turnovers for Dwenger. They got to slow down these turnovers if they want to win this game tonight.
Keyshawn Moore does it all by himself. Goes around the horn, puts up about an 8-footer off the glass. 18-12. Saints down by 6. Get the ball forward quickly. Donovan has it in his hand. They decide not to go diving into the lane. Has it Fentonberg. Fentonberg finds Martin in the corner. They clear it away, let him go one-on-one. That's not going to work for him either. So they get it over to the lane, puts it up and in. Donovan are not in. Everything but in. Rebound Bulldogs. So they're not getting any second chance points for the Saints at all. Moore, the left wing, goes to the cross court right wing over to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Moore. And the guards are way outside the arc, probably 8 or 9 feet. Now they try a bounce pass inside the town. Defense looks at him. They throw a clear over the top cross court to Stevenson. Stevenson to Gardner. Gardner to Moore. Moore puts up a 3. It's no good. It's a long rebound. And credit to Martin for that rebound. Got his arm out there, took it away. Gets it forward to Pentonberg. Pentonberg gets it down. It's not quite in the low blocks, but O'Daniel's got it. He's going to work on his defender. The help side comes along. Knocks him over. They almost take the ball away. They get it back. 3 on the way. No good. Long rebound. O'Daniel gets it out by the right toe. They kick it into the corner. Back inside to O'Daniel. He puts it on the floor. And when he does, here comes the defense. He's got to go up with it immediately because the help side. As soon as you get it in there, that was a nice hit. The low post. And the help side defense actually come in and fouled him that time. But if he wouldn't put it on the floor, they wouldn't have time to go get him.
But as you mentioned, he got helped out there when he put the ball on the floor. He's 6'8". He's got to keep that ball high.
Diamond Towns gets his personal foul. That's 5 on the Bulldogs. Saints get the ball back inside. They got it down in the right corner. It's funny look at spin moves. That get him in trouble in some situations. They get it way outside to Donovan. Bounce pass over to Martin. Fentonberg. He's going to dribble it all the way back out in between the circles. Guarded by Stevenson.
New Haven's playing very tight man-to-man defense. Very good defense.
And they take it away. Up and in. Nice steal and coast to coast by James Gardner.
Another turnover for Dwenger. That's been their bugaboo.
And timeout on the floor. And we will go to a live read here. Saints call timeout. It's 20-12. New Haven on top of Bishop Dwenger. 4:45 in the second. And our second quarter sponsored by Holy Cross College. And they're proud to bring you the second quarter of tonight's game. Holy Cross College is an affordable Catholic college offering a life-changing, life-affirming education, and it's closer than you think. Just 2 hours away. You search for them on the web at Holy Cross College at Notre Dame IM. Holy Cross College is only 2 hours away. That's an easy, short drive for a solid education. 4:45 on the clock. Saints are going to have to hang on the basketball a little bit better, Bob.
Yes, they do. And the other thing that's very impressive, New Haven right now, even though they only have 20 points, they have 7 guys that have scored. Marcus Stevenson has 6, and Diamond Towns has 4, but they're a very balanced team. They pass the ball around, run a good offense. They don't have 1 or 2 stars. They got 7 guys that have already scored. And again, Dwenger on the offensive end has got to cut down the turnovers. And on defense, they got to just do a little better job of finding the shooters on New Haven right now.
So the Saints are going to have another crack at it. They got the basketball and no pressure in the backcourt. So they bring it over the 10-second line. Martin with a rock. Gets it to the left side post to Zach Smith, who checked into the lineup. Gives it back to Martin. Martin got himself in trouble in the corner. Tried to get it into the post of Doling, and he tried to shoot one across. Ryan Berghoff, and he was fouled on the play. And the Bulldogs reached in and got a big chunk of his arm. And that's Diamond Towns' 3rd foul of the game, Bob.
And he's played real well, Kenny. Diamond Towns looks like a very good athlete.
Joey Rowan's going to get some extended playing time as he comes into the lineup. But swinging around the shell, tried to get it in the corner of Royal. Slapped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. The Saints will retain possession, and they got to take it out from the corner. And they better get open quick. Almost had a 5-second call on them. Get it in. Campbell Donovan's going to run the point a little bit, and they throw it into the Bulldog bench. So as Donovan thought he was going to zig, Smithy zagged. Turnover.
Dwenger has 5 baskets and 8 turnovers. That's not a recipe for a victory tonight, but they're going to have to just stay with it and keep hustling, and they can get right back in this game.
Workman with the basketball in the corner. Tries a spin move. Defense stays where they put. So they get to Rowan, top of the key. He throws up a long 3. It's no good. The long rebound goes to Stevenson. So the Bulldogs get another crack at it. They have definitely out-rebounded Dwenger on both ends of the floor tonight. Workman trying to get him some space inside. It's not going to work, so they throw it across court. Rowan just about lost control of it. He's going to try and drive baseline. He gets out of control. Gets lucky, finds Upshaw. Upshaw out to Stevenson. Stevenson gets in the lane, a floater. Whoa, way wide to the left. Rebound pulled out of there by Berghoff. Berghoff stops, looks for somebody. Throws a bullet to Royal. He rescues it. They get it around. Now Martin. He's going to go to the top of the key.
Nice defense.
And Stevenson picked his pocket, but there's plenty of Saints down there. He should not get an easy bunny. He doesn't, but he is fouled on the way in. So the Saints cannot be lazy on their passes. The Bulldogs jump into the passing lane and or reach pretty quickly. That foul's going to go against Donovan. His first of the ball game. That's 5 against the Saints here in the first half. 3:24 on the clock, and our Saints are down by 8, 20-12. O'Daniel back in the lineup for Bishop Dwenger.
And Armand Clark at the guard spot. They need a little more quickness.
They've got Smithy and O'Daniel in there, so they got the height. We'll see what they can do with it on the offensive end of the floor. Gardner decides to put one up, about 13 feet left side, and puts it up and in. So it's now a double-digit lead for the Bulldogs. And Armand Clark going to bring the basketball up for the Saints. Just to the right of the center circle. So the pitch and catch, he gets it back.
New Haven went to a zone now, Kenny. Bishop Dwenger's having trouble against that man-to-man. We'll see if they can start shooting a little better from the outside.
I don't understand why you'd change defenses when
you've held them to 12 points.
So, yeah, but they have. So the Saints are going to have to rethink what they're doing here. They're starting to move and set a pick here and there, flash to the middle like you do against the zone. Clark over to Royal. Royal dumps it
nice
inside,
movement.
And shot is blocked, saved by Workman. And here come the Bulldogs the other direction. Gardner with the basketball. Floats to the left wing. Greeted by the defense. They stop him cold, so they give it out to Stevenson. He's in between the circles. And he finds Rowan. Rowan come out to rescue him. The Saints still in a man-to-man. Rowan still with the basketball. Finally dumps it off in the corner to Workman. Workman flies a 3. Count it from the right corner.
He's got 5 points, and everything's falling for New Haven right now. Bishop Dwenger has got to get their act here together.
Clark drives, dishes in the corner, 3 on the way. Long, tall rebound comes all the way out to Donovan. Donovan grabs it. Bounce pass over to Royal. Royal thinks about it. Kicks it back to Donovan. Donovan's out between the circles. One dribble, and Stevenson slaps the lazy pass out of bounds. They're going to have to cut that out. Austin Burns is going to check into the lineup. He will spell Zach Smithy. And for the Bulldogs, Whitney Harris. And he's going to go get Joey Rowan.
New Haven has outscored Bishop Dwenger 11-2 this quarter. We played almost 7 minutes, and Dwenger only has 1 basket. They really got to pick up the offensive production here.
3 on the way, left wing.
That's the way to do it right there. Good shot by Campbell Donovan. Good shot.
And gets it back down to 10, 25-15, 1:30 on the clock here in the second quarter. Stevenson with the basketball, throws it to the right side, and then he gets it right back. And Garner playing a little bit of pitch and catch. Over to Upshaw, Stevenson run the Garner. Stevenson.
Boy, they just gave it right back to him. Was that a three, Kenny? It was, wasn't it?
That was a three. And a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to WRDF Columbia 106.3, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Programming on Redeemer Radio is underwritten in part by Bob Busher Homes. Floor plan customization is what they specialize in. Find floor plans, building sites, and read Bob's story on the web at bobbusherhomes.com. Bob Busher Homes is locally owned with offices in Fort Wayne and Angola. For more information about new home building or remodeling, Bob Busher Homes can be reached at 260-490-3355.
And we're back at Bishop Dwenger High School. Second period just about over with 75 ticks of the clock to go. And the Bulldogs enjoying a 13-point lead over the Saints right now, 28-15. And token pressure by the Bulldogs. Almon Clark just dribbles right by Keyshawn Moore, gets inside the lane, and then backs up the truck, throws it over the right side to Donovan. Excuse me, left side to Donovan. Donovan throws it across to Burns. Burns hands it off to Clark. Over to Donovan. Donovan. I'm trying to figure out where they're going with this thing. I just got to start watching the basketball like it should be. Donovan drives the lane, puts it up. He's fouled on the inside. Caught myself being a spectator for about 10 seconds there, Bob. James Garner should be guilty of a personal foul. It's either him or Harris. They both kind of went up to try to get the block. And it's going to go against number 52. That's Whitney Harris. His first of the ball game. The Bulldogs' 7th foul of the half. Kind of non-consequential since it's 45 seconds to go. And it should be a two-shot foul.
Campbell Donovan, a 6-foot junior, good outside shooter. Made a good move by putting the ball on the floor. He's got 4 points. Dwenger's got to start really being aggressive and being really get into their offense a little more than doing a lot of standing around right now.
I think Coach Kostoff is actually more disappointed in the defense than the offense. Second free throw is also good, makes it 28-17, but he moves O'Daniel off the rebounding line and all the way back to the other end, so he couldn't get a quick cheapie on him. Gardner gets it over the timeline, lines up.
Nice defense by Dwenger that time.
Slaps it away, and good hustle, both with the hands and the feet that time. O'Daniel slapped it away, Donovan went and got it, and somebody from New Haven got a big chunk of Donovan, so he's going to go to the free throw line again. That is going to go against Keyshawn Moore, his first of the ball game. And the Bulldogs' 8th foul. So, when I said it's inconsequential, maybe not.
Campbell's 2 out of 2 from the foul line, has 5 points, and all within the last 2 minutes. He's red hot right now for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and they sure need that down 28-18.
Makes the front end of a 1-and-1, most important one, and then he makes the backside. So 29-18, a little 4-0 here by the Saints. If they can get a quick turnover, maybe they can make it a 6 or 7-0 run. Bulldogs have trouble getting over the timeline. They got him trapped on the sidelines, and a timeout called by the Bulldog bench. They saved a possession there.
Good timeout by Coach Stevenson.
Yeah, 30-second timeout, so let's take a 30-second quickie break ourselves. 106 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
A clean office space. Okay, that's an easy choice. And choosing the right company to clean your business is easy too. Siokas Professional Cleaning is the choice of a lot of Fort Wayne companies because of the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Siokas does it with built-in check systems to make sure your business is cleaned beyond your expectations every time. First impressions are critical, so make sure yours is always the best with professional cleaning from Siokas. The best people, the best service. 483-2112 or online at siokas.com.
We're back at Bishop Dwenger High School. Bulldogs have the basketball, 24 and a half seconds to go, and they're up by 9. They get it into Keyshawn Moore. He goes into the back court, slowly gets it over the timeline. Picked up by Almon Clark right there. And Keyshawn, I think, is going to do a Curly Neal imitation. He's just dribbling. Gets Stevenson in the corner finally.
They're probably not going to go till about another 2 seconds here.
Well, they better get going. Keyshawn Moore spin move. He's defeated by 3 defenders.
Nice pass.
Dumps it off inside the lane. No good with Harris with the rebound. No good. Tip, buzzer sound, and that's going to be halftime. So the timeout the Bulldogs called really didn't do them a whole heck of a lot of good. 28-19 your score. It's halftime, and we were going to take a 2-minute break and come back with our make that a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with our halftime show. Listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
Spherion Staffing, locally owned by the Pentenberg family, excels in finding the best candidates for industrial, clerical, customer service, non-clinical healthcare, IT, and professional direct hire placements. Spherion clients are accustomed to getting the right employees at the right time, every time. Spherion Staffing supports the proud excellence of the Dwenger Saints and the Lures Knights, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether you are seeking your next career move or searching for great employees, call us at 260-496-9900 or visit us on the web at spherion.com/FTWayne.
Hi, sports fans. Sean McBride here, inviting you to try the Barbershop experience. St. Joe Center Barbershop, located at the corner of St. Joe Center and Maple Crest, prides itself on professionalism, cleanliness, and a family-friendly atmosphere. In their third generation of family ownership, they have a combined experience of over 125 years. Give them a call at 485-6981. It's my barbershop of choice. That's St. Joe Center Barbershop at 485-6981.
Our halftime sponsor here at Redeemer Radio is historic St. Felix Catholic Center, and it's open for retreats. Located in Huntington, Indiana on 30 scenic acres, with plenty of recreational areas and serene, blessed Mother Grotto. St. Felix Catholic Center is a perfect location for a single day of prayer or overnight retreats. The former home of Venerable Alanis Casey, come visit today. Plan your visit at sfcatholiccenter.com. Well, the Bulldogs are a little more athletic than I thought they'd be, Bob, and they're definitely dominating the glass. The Saints, I don't think they got maybe one or two offensive rebounds and very few defensive rebounds that whole half.
You're exactly right. And I was going through my scorebook real quick, Kenny. New Haven's got 11 baskets, and 5 of them are threes. So that's 15 points just from the three-point line. Bishop Dwenger has 6 baskets in the entire first half. Yeah. So that's not good at all, and they have 2 threes. So Bishop Dwenger offensively has really got to pick it up. Campbell Donovan did a real nice job there at the end. Put the ball on the floor, went to the basket, made something happen. I think they got to start going to the basket more instead of just trying to shoot the threes. And they got to really get into their offense a lot better. They're only down 9, and they showed some signs of life there in the second quarter. New Haven's got 7 guys that have scored. They're very impressive. The leading scorer, Garner's got 7, Stevenson 6, and Workman 5. But they're very consistent. They got 6, 7 very good ball players. They do a little of everything. Good passers, good defense. They're just a solid ball club right now. You can see why they're playing so well, Kenny, and they just playing a lot better overall right now than Dwenger. Dwenger's just got to pick up the pace, especially on defense and offense.
And I was kind of surprised Workman stepped outside and jacked up a 3, and it looked like he's extremely comfortable there. And he's 6'3" and listed as a center. So the challenges on defense for the Bishop Dwenger Saints are a little bit deeper than I thought they'd be. And I'm sure that Coach Kostoff is not a happy camper the way they play defense first half. Only got 19 points. Offense is a lot more fixable. Defense will keep you in the ball game when your offense is not playing well, and that's what I bet you he's barking at now. But we're going to let you analyze that. We'll see how it comes out in the third quarter. If you can hear this game, it's great. Thanks to our communication sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mrs. Mary Briscoe and the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support helps make this Redeemer Radio sports broadcast possible. You need emergency dental care? Call Dr. Briscoe, 486-9950, 486-9950. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and give you our thoughts about how the third quarter should get started. And we are indeed Redeemer Radio. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Hey, welcome home to your family of faith.
Not a second to spare. At First Federal Bank, we know that's how you feel when running your business. You need banking solutions that make the most of your precious time. We offer tailored solutions to help you manage your cash flow and services designed to streamline your paperwork, all with your time in mind. Call me, Tracy Bodan, at 260-432-0022 to learn how you can feel like you have a personal bookkeeper working for you around the clock, or visit first-fed.com. First Federal Bank, better together. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tri-State Warehousing is one of the most complete service-oriented companies in the warehousing field today. Located in Fort Wayne, Tri-State Warehousing is a 50,000 square foot dry and temperature-controlled storage facility, serving 2/3 of the continental U.S. with overnight rail service. The dedicated staff and specialty services of Tri-State Warehousing are known throughout the industry. For great things in store, call Tri-State Warehousing, 260-436-2010. That's 260-436-2010.
We're all searching for answers, searching for meaning in our life. But the world and the culture give us empty solutions and empty promises. We know there is more to life because we're searching for the real truth and a real meaning. You can stop searching because you found Jesus Christ at His Catholic Church. Redeemer Radio. Welcome home to your family of faith.
There's a new dining experience in Fort Wayne, just waiting to be discovered by sports fans everywhere. Newly remodeled The Lodge, located in the Coyote Creek Golf Club, is open to the public, offering great daily lunch and dinner specials. Bring the family in to enjoy our spacious family room after the game. The Lodge is proud to support Bishop Dwenger and Bishop Luers football. Come celebrate the W's with their friendly staff. The Lodge is located at 4935 Hillegas Road. To save your table for after the game, call 260-203-3154.
And we're back at Bishop Dwenger High School on a Wednesday night. New Haven Bulldogs and the Bishop Dwenger Saints having a non-conference battle of the Bulldogs so far. Have the best of it, 28-19. And this is my favorite time of the night. Well, the whole thing is my favorite time of the night, to tell you the truth. I love Bob Mercer's analyzing, because he is a former coach, and most of the time he's right on target with what's going to happen in the third quarter. So we're going to turn him into Bruce Stevens. The Bulldogs were up comfortably by 9, and it looks like they really weren't challenged in the first half. What do you tell your kids?
I think you just, Kenny, again, keep doing what you're doing. Now, they might have, I don't know if they relaxed there at the end. Dwenger played a little better the last 2 minutes. New Haven is just a well-rounded ball club. Moore, Stevenson, Gardner, Towns, and Workman. No one over 6'3". They're killing Bishop Dwenger on the boards. They're doing an excellent job on the boards. Their rebounding is very strong. Very good team basketball. They got 7 kids that have already scored. They're a balanced outfit. Inside, outside, they got good shooters. I think he doesn't mind that they shoot the threes. They've made 11 baskets, and 5 of them are threes, but they also can go inside. They're pounding the boards. They're just doing a little of everything. And 1 turnover for New Haven in 16 minutes of basketball. I got him as only 1 turnover as opposed to 9 for Dwenger, and that's part of the problem Dwenger's having too.
Absolutely. And before I turn you into Matt Kostoff, we have to make a note. Bob noticed that Evan Doling was walking gingerly back to the locker room at halftime. He didn't walk so gingerly coming out because he's on crutches. And
he's a 6'3" senior, so you don't like to see a senior on crutches halfway through the year here.
Well, now you're Matt Kostoff. The kids are just coming out of the locker room. I'm looking for facial expressions, and they're pretty serious. So I bet you there was a serious conversation inside there. What do you think it was about?
The one thing is Coach Kostoff probably didn't have enough time to try to make as many adjustments. They're playing. The effort is not a problem at all. But, Kenny, when you only score 6 baskets in the entire first half, Bishop Dwenger is averaging 51 points a game, and they've got 19. Their defense is not very good. The rebounding and the turnovers are just killing them. You cannot make 9 turnovers against a very good New Haven team that's very disciplined. They're getting killed on the boards. Bishop Dwenger likes going with a small lineup, but you still have to be able to rebound. And rebounding is not always size. It's boxing out, getting position. Dwenger's got to rebound, run a lot better offense, and definitely cut down the turnovers.
Yeah, one of the best rebounders ever, although one of the weirdest guys ever, Dennis Rodman. He wants to describe Yeah, I know. I got you off your game. He wants to describe rebounding as an attitude. That's all it is.
And
Go
it
get
definitely
the ball,
is.
You know, third quarter sponsor, because they're coming up pretty quick. It's the Hubcap Express. They are the expert in run flat tires and plus size fitment. Need your tires straightened? Hubcap Express fixes bent wheels, and this is the time of year they get bent. For all your tire needs, this is Hubcap Express, located at 606 West Coliseum Boulevard and on the web at hubcapexpress.com. Third quarter action about to begin here. You're going to hear a buzzer in about 4 seconds. And the teams are heading to the floor. Looks like the starting lineup.
Looks like they're both lineups, Kenny. New Haven with Moore, Stevenson, Gardner, Towns, and Workman. Dwenger with Royal, Donovan, Martin, Clark, and O'Daniel.
Saints
Not a lot of size for Dwenger.
Saints get the basketball first, and they get it into Amon Clark. He's badgered for about 2 seconds by Keyshawn Moore, and then he lets him go. Kicks it over the right side to Campbell Donovan. Royal in between the circles with the tap to Donovan, back to Clark. Clark the right wing.
They're back at the zone now,
Donovan.
Kenny.
Left wing, Royal. Clark in between the circles. Yes, they're going to try and decide what to do. You can't stand around. That's the one thing you can't do against the zone. So Royal's going to try a long three. It's no good. Rebound pulled out of the sky by Gardner for the Bulldogs. He finds Moore. Moore comes over the timeline, flips it over to Garner. Garner thinks about it. He dumps it in the corner to Workman. Back out to the top of the key to Moore. Moore pointing direct a little bit of traffic. He finds Stevenson. He'll shoot it from there. You better go get him. And the defense does get out there on Donovan. Donovan's actually all the way out there at the timeline with him. They get it forward to Gardner. Gardner gets it down on the baseline. They try to inside pass to Workman. Workman puts it on the floor. O'Daniel uses his height, alters the shot. Can't get the rebound. Boy, Gardner went sky high and threw it out of bounds. But O'Daniel did what he had to do. He had to go challenge a shot, and he needs somebody to come over and help him on that rebounding side. So.
Bishop Dwenger's leading scorer, Sam Royal, only has one basket. They got to get Sam going here in the second half.
Donovan with the basketball, a couple dribbles, he decides to throw it out to Clark. And you're right, the Bulldogs are in a 2-3 zone, and they're going to make the Saints shoot it from outside, and they can. We've seen them do it. Clark gets inside, kicks it back out to Martin. Martin's, I've seen him drain threes at will. They get it to Clark. Clark gets past one defender, over to Martin. Martin back to Clark, the defense is back in place. Clark gets
nice
inside.
move.
And if that don't go, it's a shame because they really worked hard to get inside there. It doesn't. Rebound again, James Garner for the Bulldogs. He gets to Moore, long bounce pass to Stevenson. They throw it down in the corner to Diamond Towns. He's back to Stevenson. Stevenson picked up on the defensive side of the ball by Donovan. There's a switch. Now Martin's going to be on him outside. Again, switch is a pick at the left side of the top of the key. That doesn't work for him, so they give it over to Towns. Towns drives, puts it up, bangs it around. No good. Rebound, David O'Daniel for the Saints.
Dwenger wants to run,
Clark.
Kenny.
Gets it forward to Clark. Clark trips over his own feet. David dives for the basketball. He's got it. Workman dives on top of him. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow points the direction of the Bulldogs. So 28-19. Nobody scored the first minute 10 here of the third quarter. And a quick substitution for the Saints. Jack Pettenberg in and Amon Clark out. A little more height, a little less athleticism on the floor for the Saints. Keyshawn Moore with a basketball floats to the left side. And somebody finally comes around the corner at Stevenson. Stevenson's left-handed, I just noticed. 3-0 lead, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Colin Martin. He still has a rock, charges to the top of the key, hits the break, has to give it up. Royal, three, right wing, no good. Rebound.
Good hustle by
Martin.
Martin.
Stole the rebound out from behind the Bulldogs. They get it back. Oh, a little bit too much fancy. And Stevenson takes it away. He's got one-on-one. And he's stripped. Ball goes out of bounds.
Well, they didn't call anything that time.
No foul. The ball is going to stay Bulldogs' direction. I'm not sure there was a foul.
It was maybe good hands, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Dwenger had to because they won too many passes down here, and the Bulldogs just stepped right past it and took it away. Easy pass inside, and again, the Saints get their hands on it. On the floor this time, the possession arrow still pointing to the right. And they forgot to change it, so now it's pointing to the left. And the left is the direction the Saints are going today.
Dwenger is only down 9, Kenny, and we played almost 3 minutes and no points. But if they can get any kind of offense here, they can get right back in this. You've got to move the ball around. Good crisp passing.
Defense is playing a little bit better. Pettenberg gets it to Martin. Martin launches a three. No good. O'Daniel. Yeah, the rebound went a little bit long, and Stevenson ended up gets it to Moore. Moore heads inside the lane. Kind of a head fake, and he traveled with it. Absolutely. One too many steps for the men in purple. Turnover Bulldogs. 28-19 still your score. We're at 4:54 third period action.
Dwenger's got a lot of good shooters out there right now. They just can't throw the ball in the ocean right now. If they can start getting hot, they can shoot themselves right back in this.
Campbell Donovan gets the basketball through the left side to Martin. Martin thinks about it, throws it back around the shell. They get it over to Donovan. He mishandles it. He's caught in the corner. The defense stopped the floater pass. Easy bucket for the Bulldogs in transition. James Garner.
How many points does New Haven have off of turnovers? Kenny, that's got to be the main reason here tonight.
Royal, outside, shot no good. O'Daniel with a tap back. Saves possession for the Saints. They get it in the corner. Martin, 3 on the way, no good. O'Daniel gets a rebound. He didn't go up. Kicks it out for another 3 attempt. It's no good. And eventually, they're going to try and shoot themselves back into the game with 3s. None of those went. The Bulldogs come down with a rebound.
Beautiful pass by New Haven.
Dribble pass, no good. Gardner tip, no good. Workman tip, no good. Rebound Saints. And you can tell that the Bulldog fans are unhappy with their players.
Another turnover for Dwenger. They just turnover after turnover.
A little sloppy here at 3:47. And the Bulldogs are going to get possession of the rock. McKenna and Smithy going to check in the lineup for the Saints.
Kenny, I had Bishop Dwenger with 9 turnovers in the first half, 4 already in the second half. They have 13 turnovers and 19 points. That's not a recipe to win any basketball games.
Wholesale changes for the Bulldogs. I see Harris, I see Westrick, and I see who else? Ivan Upshaw. So they go 9, 7, 8. They go 9 deep pretty much with playing time. And Adam Westrick going to bring the basketball over the timeline.
There's been 1 basket scored this entire third quarter.
Treated by Pettenberg on the defensive side of the ball. Plugs over the right side to Gardner. Gardner goes to the top of the key to Towns. Towns drives the lane. He has an altered shot because the Daniels just so tall. Rebound Harris, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by the Bulldogs, Garner, and Whistle on the way down. So that one's going to go against O'Daniel. He got a chunk of the arm on the rebounding side of things. That was his second of the ball game. You know what? That's only the first foul called on either team this half. Bob.
James Garner might be 5'11", but he doesn't play like it, Kenny. He's got 2, 4, 7, 9 points, and he's very aggressive on both ends. Dwenger's going to try to go for a little size here.
Austin Burns and Nick Pacino.
6'6" junior. I watched him on the reserve team last year. He's a pretty good ball player, but this is not reserve basketball, so he's going to have to play very physical tonight.
The Bulldogs have the basketball out between the circles. They kind of back it up a little bit. Westrick is. The defense is nice and tight on him. He ends a polite little bounce pass to Towns. Towns throws it across court over to Upshaw. Upshaw goes between the legs. They dump it off in the corner to Westrick. Westrick finds Upshaw again. He's going to try and spin on the baseline. Good defense that time. And rebound pulled out of there by the Saints. Smithy with the rebound. They get it back to him. They're going to throw it over the corner. 3 on the way by McKenna.
They sure needed that. That's their first basket in over 5.5 minutes. And a good 3 by Zach McKenna.
30-22 your score. 2:43. This third quarter is going awfully quick here. Bulldogs launch a 3 from the top of the key. It's no good. Oh my gosh, that's not a foul.
He was out of bounds, but boy, he got nailed that time.
He fell, landed out of bounds. The ball landed in his hands. Of course, you know, when your feet are in and your back is out, you're out of bounds. So the Bulldogs are going to get possession of the basketball, kind of a quirky turnover. And they might turn it over themselves. They do finally get it in. Towns with a rock, 1 dribble, and he flips it over to Gardner a little nonchalantly. And the Bulldogs are not doing anything. They're starting to pass or direct traffic with their hands.
Nice move by New Haven.
And he just decides, Gardner just goes to the free throw line and puts one up, call the bank, straight away, and he hit the win in.
He has 12 points. He's a very good offensive-looking player right now.
32-22 your score. And the Saints bring over the timeline. Pettenberg guarded closely by Upshaw. They get it down low. Kick it back out. 3. Nope. They decide to go around the shell. Fake 3. Going to drive. Kick it back outside. Whoop. It was safe.
Another turnover, Kenny.
Right into a Bulldog's hands. Upshaw trying to go all the way, and he is fouled by, I believe that was McKenna, who's the one who gave up the basketball on top of the key anyway. So that's kind of a frustration foul. And a timeout, a full timeout called by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So we're going to take a full minute ourselves. You're listening to WRDF. Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home to our family of faith.
Shawnee Construction and Engineering is proud to support tonight's game. We specialize in commercial and industrial construction and use unique life cycle principles to provide our clients the highest quality craftsmanship for the life of the project. Shawnee Construction and Engineering are partners with you for lifetime savings. We can be found at ShawneeConstruction.com or at 260-489-1234. That's 260-489-1234.
He has counted to infinity twice. He once set a land speed record on a surfboard. Bruce Springsteen calls him the boss. He is the most fascinating man alive.
I don't always buy diamonds, but when I do, I prefer Peter Franklin Jewelers. Stay sparkly, my friend.
And the Bulldogs with the basketball here, 1:44. A drive, they lose control of it, picks up the garbage, does Harris, he puts it up and in.
He's got 4 points, Kenny, off the bench. He's a good-looking player also.
6'5" junior for the Bulldogs, doing some dirty work. Ball's loose inside, Saints come out and attack with it. Gonna drive, put up with the right hand
nice
on the
move.
left side. Well, they got away with it that time. Credit Austin Burns with a bucket. And the Saints are going to put on the full court press, at least chase the ball around a little bit, kind of a 1-1-2-1 kind of a thing. That or some guys are out of position. Rowan with a three in the right corner.
That's a way to beat that zone. Move the ball around and wide open three.
That's another coach's kid, so he's been in the gym a long time. 37-24 your score, and we're right at 1 minute here with the third quarter. And the Saints have a lot of work to do. They're down 13, and things are not looking real good so far.
Coach Kostoff has an odd lineup out there. He's just trying to find any combination that will work right now. There's another turnover. He's very puzzled, as you can tell, and he's trying to see what combination he can get to start working.
Well, the traveling call, H&L Electric, our travel sponsor, Nick Casino, guilty of the travel. Bulldogs having trouble getting it over the timeline. Now they really toss it over the top. They get it there, try a no-look pass. Got to Rowan. Rowan finds it. They swing it out to the outside. Garner with the basketball. He's going to bring it back and reset it. He's got Coach Stevenson in his ear a little bit there. Adam Westrick with the rock. He's guarded closely by Zach McKenna. There's a switch. McKenna's now going to be guarding Garner. Garner gets past him, and somebody reaches in. Kind of a cheap, dumb foul at this point. 19 seconds to go in the quarter, and the foul's going to go against Zach McKenna.
19 seconds. New Haven's going to look for a good shot here.
And they get at the top of the key, launch the three. It's no good. A rebound put over there by the Saints. They got 14 seconds to get this thing within 10 or 11.
They need a good shot here.
And they got 8 seconds to do it in. They throw it to Royal. Royal's trying to direct a little bit of traffic. He drives the lane, runs in between, and there's just not enough room to put it up. Kind of a wild thing. It's no good. And that's the end of the quarter. 37-24. Not an offensive juggernaut, but the Saints still in the ball game. You can shoot your way back in, only a 13-point deficit. You're listening to WRDF 106.3 Fort Wayne, Columbia City.
Here's a money-saving tip from Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Exposed attic ceiling joists and ductwork or new snow that quickly melts off your roof means you need to add insulation. We'll fill empty sidewall cavities with insulation, even through masonry, aluminum, or vinyl siding with no unsightly holes. Plus, we'll seal your crawl space with urethane foam for a total insulation package. Call Momper now for a free, no-obligation energy analysis of your home.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. You'll not only enjoy excellent personal service and save money with your new loan or credit card, you'll also be giving money back to the participating parish or school you care about. Let Notre Dame Federal Credit Union elevate all participating parishes or schools. Elevate can be reached at 844-230-6611 or visit us online at ndelevate.com. Independent from the university.
8 minutes to go in regulation, and the Saints got a little ways to go. 37-24, struggling on the offensive end of the floor. Decent defense that half, or that quarter, but still got to put the rock through the iron to get things back and quickly. Stole the basketball.
Good defense by New Haven.
Bulldogs slap it away. from the backside, but credit Austin Burns for jumping into the passing lane and heading toward the iron.
Kenny, one of the problems, does it look like to you, New Haven is just quicker to the ball all night than Dwenger is?
They have been all night. You're exactly right, Bob. The Saints are quick, but the Bulldogs have been a little bit quicker. And just like that, they threw it in, hit somebody in the foot. The Bulldogs pick it up.
Good. Nice hustle by Dwenger.
Stevenson went to put it up, and he is stripped by Pettenberg. No foul on the play, but the Bulldogs will retain possession under their own basket for 7:49 here.
Dwenger, 9 turnovers the first half, 7 here in the second half. They have 16 turnovers. New Haven has 2.
More. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound pulled out there by the Saints. Mark Corson, who checked into the lineup. And he also has the rock on the offensive end of the floor.
He's a 6'5" senior.
Royal jacks up a 3 from downtown. Count it.
That is Sam Royal's first basket since the first quarter. They need a lot more from Sam Royal and the rest of the guards of Dwenger right now.
37-27. They got it within 10. Bulldogs drive to the hoop. Have to pull it back out as the defense collapsed nicely on him that time. They get it over the top of the key to Moore. Now they throw it over the corner to Stevenson. Stevenson puts the set down.
Nice pass.
Nice pass to Workman. Workman puts it up. No good. Tip. No good. Tip. Wrapped around. Ball hit the floor. And the referee hand in the air. I didn't hear the whistle, but that will stop play. And we'll see what the call is. They call Zach McKenna on the push on the inside. That's the 4th foul on the Saints and the 3rd on Zach McKenna. 0 fouls so far.
I was going to say, Kenny, New Haven's played over 9 minutes and they have not committed a foul second half. Very disciplined defense by New Haven.
They got the ball in the corner. The Saints had him trapped. He split the defense and they've got it loose and out. And around the shell they go. Upshaw with the basketball. He throws the top of the key to Stevenson. Stevenson drives.
Little push there.
Big push. No call. He puts it up and in from the free throw line.
He has 8 points. That's his first basket since the first quarter.
Penberg hustles over the timeline. He's kept step for step with Upshaw. McKenna with the basketball gets it around to Burns. Burns drives, goes up. Him and Workman go up together. Workman's going to be called on the foul. So the Saints are going to get a chance to make things up at the free throw line. A couple of tosses at the charity stripe for the senior, the 6'1" senior, Austin Burns of the Saints.
He's seemed to bring energy in the last couple minutes. 6'1" senior, Austin Burns.
So free throw wide at right.
When you're down 12 points, you have to make hay at the foul line. You can't be missing free throws here. Bishop Dwenger needs all the help they can get offensively right now.
Rolling in for Workman on the Bulldog side. No changes for Coach Kostoff. Second free throw is really short. Easy rebound for the Bulldogs, and they are badgered a little bit by somewhat of a full court press, but not enough to really slow things down. Rolling with a baseline jumper, put it up and in. As soon as the Bulldogs beat the press, they attack the iron just exactly the way you're supposed to. Now the Dogs are going to return to favor. With Upshaw again on Pennington. Pennington gets it over the timeline. Pretty good ball handler he is. Gets it over the right side to McKenna. McKenna tries to dump it down low. He does. They have to kick it back outside to Burns. Burns around the shell. Royal drives the lane, puts it up and in. Actually goes to the baseline.
Good move by Sam Royal. As Kenny said, they got to start doing a lot more of that. Be more aggressive on offense, but also more efficient on offense.
Roland Gardner and Stevenson get it.
That's the way to break the press.
They broke the press after about 4 passes and easy bucket. Again, one for Diamond Towns.
Beautiful teamwork by New Haven. They've demonstrated teamwork the entire night.
43-29, traveling the calls. The Saints just hustle a little bit too hard, trying to get back in this ballgame. Zach McKenna actually was a pretty interesting pass, but he did travel. He threw it in behind the defender. The defender didn't know where it went. The Royal had a free look, but traveling was the call. H&L Electric probably didn't appreciate that because they went against the Saints, but the Bulldogs have the rock. 5:22 in counting, 43-29 to score. Stevenson bounce pass to Towns. Towns slings it to the left side to Rowan. Rowan left wing, and it just about runs into his own player. Gardner come out to help him with it. And Gardner still has the rock. He backs up to the offensive corner. Gets past Royal, stops that jump stop that is so legal now that it wasn't when we were kids. Shot no good. Donovan with the rebound. Goes outlet pass, slapped away. The Bulldogs get it back. Rowan, 17-footer. No good. Sam Royal comes down with it. He gets popped, no call. Gets it forward. We got 2-on-2. They stop. Bounce pass inside.
Nice move. Good move. Campbell Donovan, good move. That'll maybe wake Dwenger up a little. Good move by Campbell.
Mark Borson with a nice feed inside. He could have went to the hoop himself, but he found Campbell Donovan streaking right down the lane and put it in his hand and up and in. 43-31.
Campbell's 5 out of 5 from the foul line.
43-32, and the clock says 4:44.
Campbell has 10 points. Dwenger needs a lot more of that.
Quickly, the Bulldogs break the press. An easy bucket for Rowan.
No defense at all, is there, Kenny, right now? Dwenger can't just go up and down the floor and match New Haven. They got to start making some defensive stops.
Got a timeout on the floor. We're going to go with a full timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to 106.3 FM, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Are you looking for an orthopedic specialist? Ortho Northeast has been serving the community for over 50 years with offices in 3 convenient locations. For the location nearest you, Dr. John Pritchard, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with 20 years of experience with OMD and can assist you with the best treatment plan for your knee or shoulder pain. Dr. John Pritchard is looking forward to meeting you and helping with all orthopedic needs. Call Dr. Pritchard at 260-484-8551 or visit the web at www.orthone.com.
Okay. The fourth quarter sponsor, you can help support your Catholic parish or school and help yourself in the process with Notre Dame's Federal Credit Union Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them online at ndelevate.com to learn more. 4:34 left in regulation. The Saints got an uphill battle. They're down 13, 45-32. And they will have to play a little defense right out of the gate here. The Bulldogs have the basketball underneath their own hoop. And the Bulldogs have not been turning it over much at all tonight. They get it, throw it in long to Garner. Garner with a couple dribbles. He's all the way out to the center circle. And the defense will go out to greet him. Campbell Donovan's going to challenge him all the way. Crossover dribble, just about lost it. Here comes some help. Ended up throwing over the right side to Rowan. Rowan, a pretty good ball player in himself. Another one of them coaches' kids that's been in the gym forever. He goes 2 different directions.
Good defense by Dwenger between Donovan and number 22, Jack Pettenberg. Good effort by those two to get the 5-second, Kenny.
Saints get the benefit of the turnover, and they get it into Pennington. And he is, again, graded by Upshaw. Upshaw badgers him, keeps him step for step all the way down the floor. Doesn't really make an attempt to steal it, but he's just in his pocket all the time. Royal, bounce pass over the corner. Spin move, it's up. Burns with a nice spin and up and in. 45-34, we're down by 11.
Again, Austin Burns seems to have really brought a lot of energy to Bishop Dwenger. They got to start playing some defense, though.
Stevenson to Gardner.
Good steal by Royal.
Royal, if he can out-hustle the basketball, he does. Puts it up and in.
Sam Royal has 7 points this quarter.
45-36, and the Bulldogs finally start getting a little sloppy with the basketball. Stevenson picks it up in the backcourt. Has to find Donovan. Garner spins and gets himself in trouble, but got bumped out of bounds by Jack Pettenberg. So that is a non-shooting foul. They only got 5 on him, second on Pettenberg. 2 fouls on the Bulldogs this whole half, and 5 called against the Saints.
Dwenger's defense has really picked up with Burns and Campbell Donovan and the entire group. They're really playing a lot better than they were early in the game.
They get it down on the baseline.
Nice pass.
And easy. Oh, they missed an easy money. Rebound, New Haven. Put it up. No good. Rebound was Ivan Upshaw. But he was fouled, so he's going to get a couple of tosses at the charity stripe. They're going to call that one against Sam Royal. That's Sam's second of the ball game. And the 6th now called against the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Justin Upshaw has 2 points, all in the first quarter. Dwenger's got to do a lot better job of rebounding. They've been getting killed on the boards the entire night between rebounding and turnovers. That's why they find themselves down 45-36. But they can shoot themselves right back in this, but they got to start playing a lot better offense and defense right now.
Missed the front end of the 2-shot foul, missed the back end of a 2-shot foul. So in an odd sort of way, though, the successful defensive stand. They throw it ahead to Royal.
Nice move. All of a sudden, the leading scorer is starting to take over for Dwenger, and they're back in it a little.
45-38. And the full court press is starting to bother the Bulldogs.
Good hustle by Campbell Donovan.
It's going to be a 10-second call. Oh,
well, they're going to call a foul on Dwenger, I think.
And nobody from the Bulldogs came down to help. But they got a little bit of a skirmish down there, and Austin Burns got a big chunk of hand That is now 7 fouls. First one on Burns this ball game. And that should send, I think, Diamond Towns to the free throw line.
New Haven's been in the foul line 7 times, Kenny, and they're 3 out of 7. Diamond Towns was 2 out of 2 in the first quarter. He has 6 points, so you might not want to foul him, but New Haven's got to pick up the foul shooting here a little since they're in the 1-1.
McKenna in for Corson. First free throw is good. Towns, a 6'2" junior, stretches the lead back to 46-38. It's an 8-point lead. Not overcomable at all.
New Haven fans can breathe a little sigh of relief right now if he makes them both, in which he did.
I don't know. He made the second one. It's only a 9-point lead. I've seen these Saints really go crazy at times. Rolling down, and Keyshawn Moore back in the lineup. I think that's a offensive or defense change.
Smart coaching from Coach Stevenson to press Dwenger, try to get him out of their offense. Beautiful pass, and Donovan what a pass to Pettenberg.
Nice cut across the lane, and the Bulldogs again, full court press is bothering the Bulldogs. They do get it down inside.
There's another foul on Dwenger.
But the Bulldogs have trouble controlling the basketball. They worked hard, and Diamond Towns got it inside. Maybe it's time to make them win it at the free throw line here. 2:36. The Saints have only scored 40 points this game, and maybe it's just time.
Diamond Towns has 8 points. That's his first missed free throw. He's 4 out of 4 from the foul line. Dwenger's got to do a lot better job if he would miss this of boxing out.
47-40 still your score. Second free throw along the way. And it rattles around and finds its way home. So the Bulldogs are 1 out of 4 of the last 4 charity stripe tosses. And the Saints get it in. Quickly to Pettenberg. Pettenberg again shadowed by Upshaw. And he finds McKenna, left side. They get to the top key to Burns. Burns looking for Royal. Royal on the back cut, and they both ended up going to the same piece of real estate, but somebody from New Haven put a body on Burns on the way in. And that is the third foul. No shoot foul, obviously. 2:22 on the clock. The Saints have the basketball underneath their own bucket.
Dwenger try to set a pick, see if they can get a good look here.
Long pass into Donovan. Donovan drives.
Good move.
Puts it up. Oh, no good, but he is going to go to the free throw line himself. So they have decided to attack the basket and task it aggressively. Keyshawn Moore guilty of that personal foul, his second of the ball game. It was a non-shooting foul.
I thought he was shooting. I already marked it down.
Yeah, well, they didn't. And now Royal drives, stops, pops. He's fouled. And
that might make up for that one because I thought they got all ball that time.
New Haven coaching staff was a little, let's say they're dancing like that. That foul's going to go against Diamond Towns, and they will shoot free throws here.
Sam Royal has 11 points, Kenny, and 9 of them here in the fourth quarter. He's their leading scorer, and he only had 2 points since the first quarter, but he's really awoke on the offensive end, and he makes these 2 and cuts it to 6. But he's got to make them first.
Foul was called against Diamond Towns. He's done for the day.
And he's a good-looking ball player, Diamond Towns.
And so is Sam Royal because he made the first free throw. So it's 48-41 with 2:11 to go. And the second free throw is in the air. Looks comfortable, and it is.
Dwenger's got to put on a press and try not to foul because you don't want to put New Haven at the foul line.
They floated into Garner. Garner gets it back to Moore. Moore was a little bit of fancy.
Oh, little fancy dribbling.
Hit his own heel. I haven't seen that, I don't think, ever. They recovered it. Give it to Steve.
Oh, he's wide open inside.
Somebody down on the inside. Over the heel.
There's a foul on Bishop Dwenger.
That actually was a foul. The fans don't think so, but McKenna got a big chunk of the wrist.
Every time you slap down on the ball, you're going to be called every time, even if it isn't a foul. But that time, when you slap down, the referee's going to call it every time.
He got the block. That's all everybody saw, but he did get a big piece of wrist. And we've got 5 fouls on Zach McKenna. So they blew the whistle, and he's going to have to be replaced. And I believe somebody may have called timeout. So let's see if we can get things sorted out here.
Dwenger must have called timeout. I guess not, but they're sure using it.
You've got 30 seconds to replace a player, so he's stealing.
He's doing his coaching in 30 seconds.
Coaching, yeah. He's not stealing anything. You can do that.
And that's a smart move by Coach Kostoff. Conlon Martin, the junior's in. He's got 5 points. Good outside shooter. Dwenger's got good shooters if they can get the rebound. If he does miss it, you got to box out, get the rebound.
Well, they're 1 for 4 in their last 4. Upshaw flies it. That's a knuckleball. It's no good. So 48-42. And free throws are making this game, or the lack of making them by the Bulldogs, making this game interesting.
Plenty of time for Dwenger, but when they come down on the other end, offensively, they got to be real efficient here.
Second free throw by Upshaw is good. So we got 49-42 and inside of 2 minutes. Pennington. Pettenberg, excuse me, with the basketball slings it over the
Dwenger's got to get their offense a little quicker here.
He tries to get it down inside to Martin. It's slapped out of bounds by the Bulldogs, and the Saints will retain possession under their own hoop with $1:40 to go on the clock and a 7-point deficit.
New Haven playing zone defense. Dwenger's got to make quick decisions here.
Pettenberg out to Donovan. Donovan tries to try to jack one up. He gets to Martin. Martin's outside of anybody.
Got Morton.
Donovan tries to drive, lost control of it, goes out of bounds. Saints are going to, again, retain possession. Coach Kostoff is really trying to get somebody to call a foul.
You got Royal, Campbell, Donovan, and Martin. 3 good drivers and also 3 good three-point shooters.
So long pass and Royal gets inside the arc, puts it up. Looks good.
Good hustle by Dwenger on Conley Martin that time.
Donovan's got a hand on the rebound, slapped it out of bounds. So a lot of hard work by the Saints. Come up empty-handed. 49-42 your score. And the Bulldogs with the basketball and they're facing a lot of full court.
If they foul Kenny, they're going to put New Haven the foul line for 2. That's going to make it tough for Dwenger to come back here.
Burns fouls Rowan. So Rowan will go to the free throw line for a pair. 49-42 your score, and the clock says 1:19.
Joey Rowan, 6'2 junior, did not have a point in the first half. He's been very impressive here. He has 7 points since halftime, and so that's been a key off the bench for New Haven, and he's shooting 2 free throws.
And he throws up a knuckleball. These guys are releases unique. No one went through. But if you snap your wrist to get that roll, a lot of times you got a better chance of getting that ball through the iron than you do if you just kind of toss it up there.
8 players have scored for New Haven. They have good balanced scoring. They're just a good, well-coached team right now.
Rolling with the basketball. No Bulldogs on the rebounding line. They have a lot of confidence in him, and he does make the second free throw. So
big free throws for New Haven.
9-point spread. Coach says, come on, let's go. 1:15 to go, and they get it down in the offensive end quickly. Pettenberg to Donovan. Donovan gets the pocket picked by Stevenson. Stevenson bounce pass forward to Gardner. Up and in.
Another turnover from Dwenger. That's been the problem all night. Too many turnovers for Bishop Dwenger. You can't win doing that.
3 from Donovan. No good. Rebound. Rolls around and Rowan comes out of the pack with it. He gets it over to Gardner, and Gardner is fouled in the backcourt. And 49.3 to go, and the Bulldogs have an 11-point lead and a chance to stretch it from the charity stripe. Colin Martin guilty of that first with all his second of the game, and the Saints are well into double digits on team fouls this half.
19 turnovers for Dwenger, Kenny, and they got beat on the offensive and defensive boards. That's been 2 things that's really killed them tonight.
So James Garner, the sophomore, throws it up, misses it.
He has 13 points. Free throws all of a sudden have been a problem, but New Haven's got such a good lead that that's not going to cause their downfall.
Second free throw is up, and it does the exact same thing. Bounces off the back of the iron and pops out. Pettenberg to Royal. Royal down to Donovan. Donovan shot blocked by Workman. Grabbed out of the sky by Rowan. He gets to Stevenson, gives it back to Rowan, and he is fouled from the backside by Burns. So with 35.5 to go, it looks like the Saints might have an L on their hands. But stranger things have happened, so we will watch.
Again, Joey Rowan off the bench. He has 9 points and 6 this quarter, and he's 3 out of 3 from the foul line. Very impressive offensive display by Joey Rowan.
54-42 your score. They're up by 12. And now 13. So
11 off the bench, and that's a big plus. New Haven is up 13, and Rowan has 11 off the bench himself.
3 from the corner from Martin. It's long. Rebound followed there by the Bulldogs. We've got 27 seconds to go, and another foul. This one's going to go against the Bishop Dwenger Saints. I think Donovan. Let's get the official call. No, they're going to call that one on Austin Burns. And again, the Bulldogs are going to go to the free throw line. So Ivan Upshaw going to shoot a couple. Ivan is a 6'2" junior. swing player, plays a little guard, plays a little forward for the
He has
Bulldogs.
3 points, 1 out of 4 from the foul line.
And make it 2 out of 5. Still not a good release, but it went through, so it doesn't really matter.
He's a strong inside player, played good defense, good offense, hit the boards all night. He's very consistent for New Haven.
Second free throw is no good. Pettenberg with the basketball to Royal. Over to Donovan, back to Royal. Right, somebody's shooting this thing. Playing a little pitch to catch on the outside. Bulldogs tip the interior pass out of bounds, 15.1. At this point, I think I jack up a three. Let's see what would happen. 56-42, your score with 15 seconds left in the ball game, and the Bulldogs are going to leave the gymnasium with a 9-4 record.
Coach Kostoff's going to have to go back to the drawing board. They just have to stop their turnovers. Yeah,
They just threw one
you
in.
can't win at any level by this many turnovers.
They just threw it into Rowan. They got it in the front court, and they're just looking at each other, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. So the final score, 56-42. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with our post-game show. You are listening to 106.3 FM WRBF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Hello, I'm Tom Steele with Tom Steele Tire and Auto Repair, a family-owned business for over 35 years. We carry all major brands of new tires as well as a large selection of quality used tires to save you money. We do all types of auto repairs, be it brakes, alignment, or just fix your air conditioning. Tom Steele Tire, North Clinton or Illinois Road. Give us a try. You'll be glad you did.
When you're looking for a bank to call home, it's hard to know where to turn. So many offer the same products, services, and rates. So why choose First Federal Bank? Well, at First Federal Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're your partner, friend, and neighbor. And just like you, we're proud to call this community home. By empowering our employees to make local decisions, we're investing in our community, one customer at a time. That's what makes us better together. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Redeemer Radio has one travel sponsor, and that's H&L Electric. Specializing in commercial electrical needs for the business community, H&L can handle the smallest to the largest of projects for your business. Call Pete Henry at 260-357-0123. You can find him at 260-357-0123. And our post-game sponsor, Bishop Dwenger High School. They're a Catholic educational community that instills in each student dignity, integrity, respect, and responsibility. You can catch the Lewis Spirit at bishoplewis.org. You don't even need the www anymore, but some of us guys check that out on the internet. We use that www a lot. So either way, get you to it. Go check out bishoplewis.org.
Too much New Haven tonight, Kenny. They had 28 points in the first half, 28 points in the second half. You talked about consistency. Both halves, they had 28 points. Dwenger, in the second quarter, they only had 9, and they only had 5 in the third quarter. 19 points in the first half, 23 points in the second half. But when you make as many turnovers as Bishop Dwenger had, I had him with almost 20 turnovers. They got just blasted on the boards. Not a lot of offense or defense consistency tonight. They could be a good ball club, but they just looked like they were completely out of sync, and a lot of that had to be the defense, the aggressiveness, the athleticism, just the overall good play by New Haven took Dwenger completely out of their game.
New Haven a little bit too quick for them. Both quick of foot, quick of hand, and really crashed the boards pretty hard. I think the Saints had the height advantage, but just weren't aggressive enough.
And they didn't use their height at all.
When they decided to get aggressive and drive in the lane, there were spurts of 4, 6, 7-point runs, but not enough on any kind of consistent basis to make a difference. So they dropped the ball game by 14, 56-42.
And I'll tell you, New Haven they're a very good-looking ball club. You can see why their record is what it is. They have some good games coming up, but they're going to be a force in the sectionals. And I would think if Dwenger wants to do anything in the sectionals, this is a team they probably will have to beat somewhere along the line to try to get it to do anything in the sectionals. Because New Haven's just very, very impressive.
Yeah, they are 9-4 on the season now, and you're right. Both these teams play in the same sectional. So if the Saints want to make a run like they did last year, this is one of the teams they're going to have to beat. they're going to have to change, how they play. Next Friday night, Bob and I will be back on air, not this Friday, but a week from Friday. That's January 22nd. One of our favorite basketball nights.
Oh, boy.
Battle of the Bishops.
Battle of the Bishops is right. Look out. Katie bar the door. That's going to be a wild one.
And that's the classic cliches fit that very, very well. Throw the records out the window, hope that the weather's good so everybody can get in the gym, and we'll be broadcasting from Bishop Lures High School. And the gals start at 6, and we stay right on the air all the way through till whenever it's all done.
Dwenger's girls is one of the best records they've had in a long time, so they should be able to give Lures a battle. Lures boys are having a good year, but Dwenger and Coach Kostoff will come into Lures next Friday fired up and ready to play. So Dwenger will need to throw this tape away. They have a lot of things to work on, but we're still halfway through the season and plenty of basketball left in there, Kenny.
Yeah, and Dwenger fans, don't be bummed out, because this is about the way the last 2 seasons went. They start out a little bit slow, and suddenly the light bulbs click, and here they come. And they went to semi-state the last 2 years, and nobody gave them a chance to even win their sectional. So take heart. Things are not nearly as bad as some folks might let you to believe. So we're going to call it a night here. We got one more spot to run, and then our closing prayer, because we've been slowly looking for somebody to come over to interview, and it's one of them nights where the gym is just about empty already. Bob and I are going to be the last 2 guys out of the building, I can tell. So
it's been a good night, and one of these times we'll have to interview Eric Pete. So, but he talks so much, and we could also interview Pete Henry sometime. That would be a lot of knowledge right there. A lot of electricity in the air.
Oh, boy, the puns are flying. Hey, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for listening, everybody. God bless. Tune in to us a week from Friday night to Battle of the Bishops. We're going to run one more spot on closing prayer. It's kind of slick outside, kind of cold outside. It's snowing. If you're listening, thank you. Be careful. God bless everybody, and have a great evening.
Matthew F. Hatfield, a health insurance specialist for those aged 65 and older, and for those under age 65.